Welcome, everybody, to the WMMA Math Podcast, brought to you by WombatSports.com. I am Mark the Q. I am your host. I'm very privileged to have a very talented fighter as well as a very talented professional wrestler. Her resume is just absolutely impressive. Let me go down for you. She's the first Mexican-born women's champion. She is the I think the second NWA champion to cross over into mixed martial arts. She had one of the best matches of 2019 against Tessa Blanchard. One of the only two people I think that can say that they have a direct lineage to the original women's championship, since she is the NWA champion. Thunder Rosa's on with us right now. How you doing, Rosa?
That was a great introduction, man. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just amazing to be able to see how much you've accomplished in such a short time. I mean, you've only been in this sport like 5 years right now. You know, I mean, it's great to be able to see someone like yourself really kind of make it up the ranks as well. And currently, like I said, the NWA Women's World Champion. Tell me, first of all, what was it like winning that championship and just being able to get your first major championship? And like I said, being the first Mexican to ever win that title.
Oh, man, it was an amazing experience. It took me a while to kind of not feel like I want to cry every time I talk about it. But it's been a life-changing experience in every aspect. Again, I'm really thankful to the NWA and NWA management for, trusting in my abilities and trusting on how good of a athlete I am, It's kind of like when you're, I don't know, I say it's like I feel like I earned a really good degree on a really good school when I got this. I got this championship. That was my graduation of wrestling for now.
Yeah, I mean,
my master's tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, and to have it against Allison, I mean, that was just, I think so too. I mean, she's such an accomplished athlete as well, and to be able to win that championship from her, I mean, that must mean a lot as well. I mean, it's just absolutely, like I said, it's absolutely great to be able to see, a person like yourself kind of make that way through the ranks as well. I mean, tell me a little bit about, how you got started. What kind of drove your passion to go into professional wrestling?
I honestly, it wasn't like something that I dreamed of when I was young. I stumbled upon wrestling by accident. My husband was really an avid fan of wrestling, especially in the early 90s, late 90s, 2000s, and he was the one who introduced me to it. I mean, lucha libre is in part of my culture, but I was never really, I never watched sports when I was young or practiced sports because my parents were not sports type of people. So I was 25 years old when I went to indie shows, and I think I was in college in UC Berkeley when I first went to a big event, which was WrestleMania 25. That was my introduction to wrestling, because one of his friends had extra tickets and we got them for free. So I got to come to Houston and experience that. That was pretty cool. But I never in my wildest dreams thought about being a sports entertainer and now an MMA fighter. Everything just kind of it happened, and I'm also kind of like a daredevil. I'm like, yeah, I can try this. Yeah, sure, let's do it. So that was the attitude. I was doing something completely different than wrestling.
I mean, it's been known that when it comes to wrestling, if you see any people starting out, that first day, that first week is one of the toughest weeks you usually have to go through. If you can make it through past there, then you're going to be pretty much on the right path. I mean, what was it like that first week of training, and what was it like for you?
And it was easy. I trained for 6 months to be prepared for that first week. How they used to have it in APW back in Hayward in the garage. It was very, very hard. And when I did the tryout for the school, I noticed that first of all, I was super out of shape. 2, that you have to be in shape. I mean, I might sound really judgmental or whatever. I always thought it's like college, man. You gotta prepare for your test. You can't just be unless you're super smart and then you can get away with it. You just go and whatever you learn the day before, you just go and get tested. There's a test because the first week was hell week, and that's pretty much what weeds people out. weeded out. First of all, because I was the only girl in the class. Second of all, I lost $3,000 prior to signing to the school, so I might as well put everything I had on passing this week because I need to make up all the money that I lost already, And I had a husband, my husband right now, he was like a lunatic on like working out. Like he lost, I think he lost 100 pounds when we started working out together because he was really out of shape too. So he lost 100 pounds in order to get in shape to do the whole week with me. So.
Yeah, it's always great to have that motivation behind you as well. I mean, sometimes you have to have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder too to go into there and to be able to do it. I mean, survive, like I said, survive that first week. Once you survive that first weekend, everything kind of gets settled into place as well. I mean, to be able to do that, and then, to be able to wrestle in Japan. I mean, Japan is really tough as well. Just the way that they have their dojo set up, I would almost say that they are maybe a little bit tougher than the dojos here in the U.S. I mean, what was it like going over to Japan and being able to wrestle with some of the girls over there?
My first tour was definitely difficult because the company that I went to, they were going through a transition. So my expectation was really high, and then when I got there, there was nothing like what I expected because, again, they were going through a transition. So I had to get my training however I could, whenever I could. But I was like under the wing of two great people that, I learned so much from. That was Starfire, who's a Mexican luchadora from Mexico City, and Nikki Storm, who's like an amazing human being and an amazing wrestler from Glasgow, and now she's Nikki Cross. So I learned so much from them. I learned so much from, real friendship and this is like outside of wrestling. Relying on people that love wrestling and they can show you the way and they can become your family. That's when I learned what an extended wrestling family is. And it was tough because I was so new. Some of the senpais, they still are like old school 1990s, 1980s, like women Joshi, wrestling. And they were fucking tough. I'm sorry, my language. I got a concussion during that time. So that had to force me, one, to learn new styles, to like work around my injuries, and two, just be the whole like doing videos, doing collaboration with other people. I mean, that's when I learned a lot of the stuff that I started implementing when I came back to the United States. So yes, the wrestling was hard, but I think what it was harder was like leaving all the things you thought you were gonna have, all your expectations, and learning how to adapt to that. And I think that's what how I earned the respect of my senpais in Japan, and I also learned the respect of the fans because the fans are a little bit different than here in America.
The thing is too is the fact that I think people don't realize that as a professional wrestler you're always learning. Once you have a different dance partner and all that, you're definitely learning a couple of new tricks from that person. So. Yeah, it is a family, but it's also a learning family. I think everybody kind of learns from each other as well. I mean, you could go into a match facing, somebody that's a Japanese style wrestler, and then you got gals like Tessa Blanchard, who is more of an American old school style wrestler, or you could find a luchadora that you're facing as well. I mean, it's just one of those things where you kind of have to. Adapt to your dance partner a little bit as well. I mean, how's it been for you to kind of have that learning experience behind you?
It was the greatest thing ever, man. Like, I don't think, personally, I've always been very open to, like, adapt to my situations because in life it's the same thing. You gotta adapt to what you have. You gotta adapt to your environment in order to be successful. It was hard because I had certain ideas of certain things, but again, I always tell people, oh man, I'm going to go to Mexico, but I don't speak Spanish. I was like, do you speak wrestling? And they're like, yeah. Then shut up. That's your answer. You don't need to speak Spanish to know them. You just got to learn certain technicalities. And I was so blessed that a lot of the Japanese women used to describe certain moves, which I didn't know because I was trained in American wrestling, not lucha libre or Japanese. But you got to learn it quick because if you don't, you're going to fail, And then I was there and I was like, this is my opportunity. This is my what I gotta do to get to the next level. That again, I learned how to like do some certain lucha moves, and I was like in training they teach us how to roll right and how to roll left. In the Japanese style, when I went to that specific company, they work right. So guess what? I know how to roll right, so I know how to wrestle. That, So it wasn't. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, no, hell no. They're gonna. No. I've always been like, let's adapt to that. Let's be respectful to the culture, and let's do it. And I was really blessed, and that reopened doors for a lot of things for me, because I was able to work with Japanese wrestlers. I was able to work with American wrestlers, and I was able to work with like luchadors, and I was able to work with whoever wanted to work with me, because I was willing to put the work in.
Yeah. Who's probably your probably one of your favorite opponents to wrestle?
We're in Japan or just in general?
Just in general.
And I was just like, something like Allison is really. It's one of the really fun persons to work with. She's really. I mean, you saw it. It was on Hard Times. That was our first time working together, and we made magic. I hate him with all my life. Sammy Guevara is by far one of my most fun matches, because I beat the crap out of him. No mercy. I love it. He's gross. From Mexico, Lady Apache. She is wonderful. She teaches me all the time a bunch of stuff. I always learn something when I go out there. And then in Japan and Tokyo Joshi for wrestling, all the girls, man, they're all like so young and they're so willing to learn. I'm always trying new stuff, and I like that. It's so much fun.
Do you think when this kind of blows over, the coronavirus stuff kind of blows over and traffic restrictions are back up and we're back to traveling a lot more often, do you think that you want to go back over to Japan and wrestle?
Oh baby, I'm already scheduled to go back to Japan. It's like after this ban is over, I'm going back.
Oh.
I mean, I was supposed to go 2 weeks ago, but that's when they did the ban restrictions in the shows in Japan. They were having shows with no people.
Yeah.
But now they're opening up doors, so it seems like I'll be going to Japan. And I think people are still going to Japan. I had one of my friends who's going to go and interview Bull Nakano. He is in Japan. So you still can travel, but it's like, like the flights are like very, very minimal to certain places.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully that does open up. I know I want to go to Japan and catch a Stardom show at some point. So, it would be nice to be able to to see a couple of shows like that. So it'd be interesting to say the least once everything kind of blows over. Speaking of which, I mean, how's it been for you? I mean, obviously, there hasn't been any wrestling shows as of late, but are you still trying to keep yourself in shape and ring shape every day, pretty much?
On Monday, our team we were still able to work out at gym because they closed our MMA gym, so we can't roll right now. But we're doing a lot of like small groups, anything less than 10 people, conditioning for MMA training, because it's the only thing we can do outside, and we're working on things that we can do as a team, to continue to work for our goals, because some of my teammates, and they're all over the world, like all their fights got canceled. But we still need to get still in shape, I still do whenever I can, if I can, whatever. I do my exercises here at home, or I go on a run, or whatever I can do that is not breaking the law. We're still doing it. I don't want to get out of shape.
Yeah.
So just go, especially being MMA shape, man. Oh my God, like it is the hardest thing. If you like slack a little bit, you're messed up, But we're still working on it, man.
Yeah, I mean that's a segue into the fact, making that transition over to mixed martial arts. What was kind of the thing that you kind of appealed to you to want to attempt it?
I'm crazy. That's the one thing. Like, what other reason you want to get on the cage with somebody else? You must have something wrong with you. And it's the same with wrestling. Like, why do you want to be slammed all the time on a ring, knowing that you're, like, messing up your body? I'm just kidding, man. I love the training part of it. The mental part is incredible. Like, the things that you have to go through is like a battle in your mind 24/7, because you always see all these people and you're like, man, this person looks like it's better than me. Like, always, like, the stuff